Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we've got a bit of an update for you regarding Captain America 4 and Anthony Mackie's controversial statements from yesterday. He's already walking it back, guys.
Shocker.
Somebody got a phone call from Mickey in the wee hours of the morning,
I'm sure he did.
So we're going to talk about that, and then we're going to talk about how Harrison Ford is being blamed for the low ticket pre-sale numbers.
Not just Harrison Ford. Anybody who's middle-aged, because you're old. And you're old people in Harrison Ford. By old, we mean anybody that's like over 45. You're being blamed. You're old and you're being blamed.
So us. It's our fault.
Apparently.
Gen X, it's all your fault, you old fogies. We're going to talk about that.
Gen X.
They're going to find every excuse possible, and if this movie does fail, I guarantee you it's going to be because of MAGA and making a big deal out of Anthony Mackie's statements, and they just can't accept a black Captain America and blah, 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 blah. I'm sure there will be lots and lots of reasons.
I'm sure they already have them written.
Yep, they already have them written down. They probably already have the articles written.
That's what I'm saying. They probably
in the hopper, ready to go. So let's talk about this. Before you get to it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. You'll get a woohoo if you do.
Woohoo!
Go out to clownfishminus.com. Help support the reef. Check out our wonderful selection of merchandise, and also you can join here on YouTube and locals as well. So there is an update for those of you who watched yesterday's video. Anthony Mackie basically said that, Captain America is a lot of things, a lot of good things, and the term America isn't one of those good things.
I know. It's like, I wouldn't say America's Captain America. And he's claiming exactly what I said yesterday. I said, I don't know. I think the point he might have been trying to make was that a lot of these qualities embody other people outside of America.
Right.
Because you want a worldwide global audience, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to say it's only for America. So he's probably he's probably told to do stuff like this, was make sure everybody knows that even though it's Captain America, it's for them too. And then he went too far the other way. And it was like, I don't know if that's what you meant or not, but that did not come out very good.
No. When you're the star of a movie called Captain America, like I said, Captain America can be a lot of things, and he has a lot of different things to a lot of different people. But one thing he cannot be is anti-America.
No.
He can be anti-government. He can be, anti-whatever the zeitgeist is of the day. But the root of it, he is supposed to be the embodiment of American ideals. And it's not good. Hey, it's my first movie as actual Captain America, and America kind of sucks. Not good.
Yeah, I know. I was like, what?
He has walked it back already.
Yes.
So he released a statement in response to the backlash. This is, I'm sure, after the urging of Mickey. While he didn't walk back anything, he did clarify what he was trying to get across. Okay, let me be clear about this. I'm a proud American, and taking on the shield of a hero like Cap is the honor of a lifetime. I have the utmost respect for those who serve and have served our country. Cap has universal characteristics that people all over the world can relate to.
I honestly think if it was me, and this is what I'm thinking, knowing what I know, box office predictions aren't great. We're on a PR tour trying to get, people to go to this movie. We're going to other countries because if the American box office isn't going to do great, we need the foreign one to do well. So go out there and make sure they know Captain America is for everyone. It's probably what they told him, knowing how Disney is. It wouldn't surprise me. I know that they thought he'd say America's not one of those things, but I'm sure they probably told him you need to get out there and make sure everybody knows that Captain America is for them too.
He should have just been like, America, fuck yeah, I'm Captain.
I know, right? Honestly, even done that, you probably would have got more people in the audience. You probably would have got more butts in the seats. That's right.
Oh God, I'm waiting for people to be like, and Captain America drinks Bud Light. So yeah, people are bringing up some things that Chris Evans said back when he did the first movie. He said, So he said similar things. Now, to be fair though, Chris Evans is a lot more political than some of the other MCU stars. But he said, I'm not trying to get too lost to the American side of it. This isn't a flag waving movie. It's red, white, and blue, but it just so happens that the character was created in America during wartime when there was a common enemy, even though it is Captain America. I've said before in interviews, it feels more like he should be called Captain Good. He was created at Captain Good.
I'm sorry.
It's like Captain Man from
Captain Good Time.
Captain Good Time. Oh my God. That's what they used to call me.
Oh, really?
Say, hey, Neon's here. It's Captain Good Time. There he is.
What happened?
Party got, I don't know. I got old.
Sorry.
I got old is what happened. Now the movie's going to tank because I'm not going to go see it. Because it's past my bedtime.
Yeah, you're old. Yeah.
He was created at a time when there was an undeniable evil, and this guy was kind of created to fight that evil. I think that everyone could agree that Nazis were bad, and Cap just happens to wear the red, white, and blue.
But again, they're trying to get a global audience is what's going on for these films. And I think that's what they were told to do, make sure everybody knows that Captain America is for everyone. But that was also in 2011.
Yes.
And that was, way before all the super divisive bullshit that we've been having the last 15 years or so.
Yeah, the TDS from the the
TDS,
TDS from the SDB, super divisive bullshit.
Yeah, there you go. BS.
Yeah,
SDBS.
It's like STDs. And we talked about Captain America and how he is in the comics and stuff yesterday, and it's complicated. Okay, it's complicated, but you don't want to, regardless of how he has been portrayed in the comics, when you're trying to get a lot of butts in seats and you're trying to drum up some patriotism or whatever, now is not a good time to say anything that could even be misconstrued as being un-American or not in support of America, because the movie is literally Captain America. Mm-hmm. Just saying.
Yeah, and I said this yesterday. People argue with me, and you can argue with me, and you can disagree with me, and that's okay. I kind of see where you're coming from as well. But I honestly just think that he was mandated to get butts in the seats and make sure everybody knows that they might like the movie too. And he just was. I think he has definite political bias to begin with. He seems to go a certain way. So I'm sure he's already salty anyway. And I think he just took it a lot further than they wanted him to take it. But I don't think that he's necessarily trying to be like how it came out. And if he was, screw him. But it's either way, he's gonna butt him in the ass. Because my mom knew all about this. She is about as into pop culture and Marvel as nothing. I can't remember the last time she ever saw a Marvel movie. I don't know if she even watches any Marvel movies. I doubt it highly. She knew all about this.
Yeah, it was probably on Fox News. I think
probably.
once it
or
hits
on the other networks.
Once it hits like the mainstream media, that's the kiss of death. Especially now, especially with everything being so polarized. If there's any whiff that your movie is anti-American, you're going to get dogpiled, right? I mean, I'm not saying that's right or wrong. I'm just saying, like, right now is not a good time to be in a movie called Captain America and be making statements that could be taken very easily, actually, as being un-American or not in support of America. And actually,
it was really dumb what he said.
One of the commenters, this is the New York Post version, said it's very obvious what he was saying because he kind of danced around it, but all of you need to really look at his comments again. It's about a man who keeps his word, who has honor, dignity, and integrity, someone who is trustworthy and dependable. Judging by the statement and the state of the country right now, do you honestly believe this country embodies that statement? So that was my takeaway from it, was I think he was kind of dancing around it like, yeah, he's a good guy, and I'm not feeling that America's really a good country right now, so I'm just going to say.
Well, he's mad because somebody else got elected. I mean, let's be honest.
Right.
I think if it had been like a month ago, he'd be like, yeah, like, Biden, woohoo, it was really dumb. It was really, no matter which side he was trying to do, dumb.
So, speaking of dumb, it was a very dumb thing to say because the ticket tracking sales numbers are not good. This has come from CBR. They're much lower than Marvel was expecting.
Well, what they've been saying is and it's probably what they're saying. I didn't read this, but what I'm going to say is they're saying that they're going to come in right now. They look at it's about Eternals level, which they blamed Eternals bomb on COVID. So that's not a win. It's above above the Marvels, but the Marvels weren't exactly, that was a complete bomb. And it's below Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, which was a huge bomb. Not as bad as the Marvels, but it was also a bomb. So it's tracking in among 3 bombs. That's not a win. Plus, I also noticed that it went from their tracking for 95 million, and this one says 3-day, but on newer ones, they're saying, for the 4-day weekend now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's because I heard it was going to be 80 to 85. Probably
Now they're saying
for
95,
3
but
days.
it's for 4 days now.
Yeah. But they're blaming Harrison Ford and the older audience. So is that the excuse they're using?
Are they doing
now
it
for
too? I know
Indiana Jones?
comicbook.com did. Are they doing it on CBR too?
Yeah.
Because it's interesting because I saw it on comicbook.com that they're blaming it on Harrison Ford. And here's what they said on there. I had to laugh. One of the reasons that Captain America Brave New World's ticket pre-sale numbers are low could be that the film caters to a slightly older audience than other Marvel movies. They're saying slightly older right here. But wait. This is evident in several facets of the film's marketing. The movie markets itself as a spy thriller, a genre which, while popular with many demographics, tends to be a favorite of middle-aged audiences. Okay, not that I've ever seen, but whatever. Perhaps more importantly, the film includes Harrison Ford in a remarkably different role than anything the audience has ever seen him perform before. Remember, he only got the part because the guy that was in it originally passed away.
Yes.
Harrison Ford will play a crucial role in Brave New World, playing President Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, who transforms into the savage Red Hulk. Ford's presence has been a major talking point in the film leading up to its release. Not really. Although he is popular with many demographics, Ford is particularly beloved by middle-aged audiences who grew up watching him in movies like Star Wars, Jack Ryan, and Indiana Jones in the 80s and 90s. Keep going down. We're
Is that
old
why
now.
the last Indiana Jones movie bombed? Because
Older audiences. In general, older audiences don't rush to go see new films on their opening weekends or even their second weekends because we have to get enough gumption to go out in the cold.
They're slow.
They tend to be slower going out to theaters, trickling in as they have time to do so. What? Because they're working. Younger viewers, the target audience of most Marvel movies, are those who tend to buy tickets ahead of time and go to the movie's opening weekend. Except I usually go to Marvel movies opening weekend. A lot of times we've gone opening night, but at least with an opening weekend. Daredevil, Wolverine, I had my tickets bought. My butt was in that seat.
Yeah, this is bullshit because actually the way it seems to be now is that younger people don't go opening night because they want to see what TikTok has to say about it, or they don't want to sit through a 2 or 3 hour movie. We are the generation that went to Star Wars midnight showings always.
There's certain people that grew up watching these in the 80s and 90s. Okay, look, if you were growing up watching these movies in the 90s, you're likely way younger than we are. If you're a kid in the 90s. So that puts you even below the quote unquote middle-aged age range. And they're basically, you're all old. You all can't go out to the movie theater opening weekend because you're old and you have to get enough gumption to go out, and it might be past your bedtime. And it might be cold, and you know how your joints are. I'm just like, this is like the most asinine bullshit. I mean, I get what you're trying to say. But Harrison Ford isn't the biggest draw in this movie. That hasn't been what they've been pushing as the big draw in the film. It's Sam Wilson, Anthony Mackie. That's supposed to be like draw. I know, that's it.
That's the problem. There is no big draw.
The truth is there is no big draw. But Anthony Mackie, being the new Captain America, and because you're not a racist, has been the big draw of why you should go to this movie. Harrison Ford, barely mentioned usually. He's Red Hulk, okay? But they're like, it's because old people, middle-aged people who are somehow old people at the same time aren't going.
Well, I think you're right. I think whoever writes these articles now, because they pay so little on these websites, are probably like 20, 22.
You're old, man.
Anybody over 30 is ancient. Practically the crypt keeper, right? You're just so old.
I just think it's funny. It's just like, and what they're calling middle age now, I would say would be like what Gen X is usually. We're at the very bottom edge of that when they're calling
we're actually the tail end of. I mean, it depends even who you ask. We're either Gen X or Zennial, or we're at the very tail end of it.
But now the older millennials would be considered middle age too, and they're like, you're older. I'm like, first of all, do you really think it's a really good idea to go around and basically insult Gen Xers and say they're too old? And that's what the movie's going to take. Do you think that was the best course of action to take? Then
talk shit,
by golly,
get hit. Yeah, that was our motto: talk shit, get hit. So
I'm just like, okay, yeah, it's our fault. That's right.
Well,
that's why the box office is tracking so low. But wouldn't that imply though, if old people don't go to the movie theater till later, and the box office is tracking low, that the young demographic doesn't want it, like as you're saying, then who's this movie for?
Disney to make money off the Captain America brand with a totally different cast.
And
I don't know.
Who's out there saying stupid things about America?
Yeah, good luck with that. I am not interested in seeing this. I couldn't even sit
People are not
through.
going now. People are saying, I'm not going at all now.
Yeah, and there were some people. I know there were some people that were into it, and they were very offended by it. It's like I said. I get what he's trying to say, but when you're trying to get butts in seats, you really got to watch. You got to watch.
And
it,
now
right?
is not the good time to say that. Basically, he's these things that America isn't. It's kind of how it came across, and it's like, wait. So you're saying that Americans aren't these things, and now I'm offended.
Yeah.
But good news, you might have won the global audience. I hope it's enough.
China. You made China will love it. I don't know.
I don't know. Is it going to air in China? Are they allowed to?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, he's not the right color for China. I'm just saying.
They just have to shrink him down real small on the poster and put a helmet on him, and they'll put Harrison Ford front and center in the middle of the poster.
Hey,
be like,
hey, Daddy, hey. They're gonna shrink him down. He's gonna talk like this.
God. You sound like that guy who was making videos about us at one time. He sounds like the kid from the Polar Express.
Which one? Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah, Squeaky, whatever his name is. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to wrap this up. Let's wrap this up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.